What up, everyone? Gullah Gyal. Right here. Alright, so I'm doing this again. I'm kind of working with my tarot. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I'm not 100%, in the tarot like that. Like, I just let it, and I didn't let it to speak to my spirit, and I just speak from my spirit. And I allow, because if you don't know, I am an attuned Reiki Master. So I work with universal energy, Reiki, helping people to bring out the healing within themselves. And I'm also in school right now for massage therapy. So it's all spirit, mind, body connection. And where I'm at is just allowing the spirits to come through, speak through, and deliver a divine message. Like, I don't do individual messages. I just do divine messages. Like, okay, what you gotta say, tarot? I say, tarot, what you gotta say, darling? All right. So, I did a video last week. And it was very interesting because these are ones I pick, I sit with, and I just allow them to speak to me. So, I did a video last week. And it was crazy because these three cards right here, boom, boom, and boom. These three came up in the last reading, and they came up first in this reading. And I was like, that is interesting. Like, when you have a message that you're giving, then sometimes it's going to show up again just to remind you. And that's what happened with these cards. Like, they showed up again to remind me of the last message. And it was so beautiful because we talked about divine judgment and what that means and how the tarot interpret that divine judgment and what we could do to prepare ourselves for the next realm. So I have a story too, but let me get into it and what I mean. So right here, when we looked at it the last time, right? Okay. It was about refining ourselves, being refined, right? How they're refining the sword, they're sharpening the sword. Iron sharpens iron. They're using iron to sharpen iron. And we refine ourselves. And how do we refine ourselves? We refine ourselves when we go through the fire, right? When we are going through it. And I didn't see this last week. This is what popped up into me this week. So you see the volcanoes in the background, right? Boom, explosion. All that chaos is going on, and sometimes you feel like you're between a rock and a hard ass place, right? And you don't know why you're going through all this stuff. Okay, if I go out there, it's chaos. If I'm in here, I feel trapped. And it's still chaos. See the fire burning, like, how can I get out of this, right? But all the while, because you have that strength and that courage within you, see the next card, you have that strength and that courage right here, boom, to keep climbing. And you keep a youthful, look at him smiling, darling. He going to the sun. Feel that Leo energy. And he's keeping positive. He's keeping a bright vibration, a higher frequency. So he's taking the courage. He's taking that strength to despite what's going on in here, his within has this. And then this is what happens. You're refined in that process because you had the strength. And we talked about truth. You have the strength as well to recognize what's true and what's not, and not to fall for these cycles. And we talked about what this represented as far as cycles, if you get my drift, and what it represents is a cycle. And we must not fall into these cycles of illusions and things that keep us locked into this dimension. Because I was just watching a video today that one of my classmates sent me, and it was about ascending to the fifth dimension. What the Bible, right? What the Bible would talk about as revelations and the end and the symbols that are happening. And we talked about how we can recognize those truths. And I was watching a video talk. I totally lost my thought, but it came back. So she sent me a video and was talking about ascending to the fifth dimension and what the Bible would deem as the rapture, like where people just end up in this dimension. And this video spoke about it, and I'm going to attempt to put the link in the comments, but the video was talking about how not everybody going to make it. You know how they say, the chosen ones. And she was talking about how, and I've seen it. I've seen the fifth dimension in dreams. I know I'm one of the chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? As long as I continue on this vibration, I can't let anything knock me off my path. But I've seen the other realm. It's so beautiful. It's so magnificent. I can't even describe it in words, really. I want to feel it in my spirit. And it's a beautiful space. It's a beautiful place. And we have to get there by loosening up the chains that bind us. Loosening up the chains that bind us, right? You see the chains. Loosening up these chains that bind us. Set our spirits free and be refined in this chaos. We gonna make it through, but sometimes you just gotta do what you need to do. Anything, do whatever it takes to make it through this. You can make it through this, you're gonna have what you need. Then it was interesting, because then I get these messages and I'm still trying to figure out, and I'm letting the spirit speak to me. Speak through me. Speak through me. Most High One. Allah. Most High One. Speak to and through me and allow me to deliver these messages in the way that I can. So, the lovers, it's a succubus. But don't let that throw you off. Don't let that throw you off. And you see a little Gemini sign. That's funny because I'm a Gemini. And I was born in June. See, it's a 6. June is a 6 month. So maybe I'm a succubus. No. But what's wrong with that? I feel like if there's a balance, succubus is just and succubus and incubus, right? The male aspect of it. They're just passionate beings. They like sex. They're passionate. Now, when that passion gets out of hand, when you allow too many succubus, too many incubus in your realm, that's when it gets out of hand. But when you are that to your lover, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. Shoot, that keeps the fire burning. We see fires out there. Keep that type of fire. See, that's the higher elevated fire. But look at this. I think this showed up last time too. This showed up in a reading. This shows up in my reading a lot. But I guess I'm manifesting the lovers. But like, don't get it twisted. It looks like she's scratching him, like she's taking his soul and stuff. But he liked that. He liked that. He enjoying every aspect of this goddess. He absorbing all that feminine energy, that divine feminine energy. That's all it is. But I believe in we must have this. We must find this. Make sure that sexual energy doesn't get out of hand. That sexual energy is very powerful. And if you just keep giving it and giving it and giving it and giving it away to just a whole bunch of these succubuses and a whole bunch of these incubuses, then you're going to be drained. And then you'll be like the hanging man here. You'll be drained. You'll be like the hanging man. You'll be in that bind. Like what I was talking about. You're going to be in this bind. And that's what it's always going to feel like. I'm just upside down. But that's all right. I ain't gotta feel upside down. You just gotta get out of it. And then this one freaked me out. I was like, what the heck does it mean? Ooh, maybe the lovers. I came here to suck your blood. Come into my world, darling. I got the 4 of Swords. Now, this is the one that kind of just interesting. It kind of threw me off. Especially after getting the lovers. And then you have, like, Dracula, you know, biting her neck. Making her one of him. But maybe that's what it is, right? If you can get past all this, you'll find your bride. Or your lover. I don't know. But anyways, these are for entertainment purposes only. But like I said, it's the best way I intuit it. I just have fun with the cards too. Because I believe they're just fun. You just play with them. I also have these Orisha deck. So I'm going to pull one out. Just to kind of see what's on the top. I have no clue what's on the top at all. I'm just pulling it. Alright. Oh, shoot. See, I don't read them reverse either. I'm just like, show me the picture. And fire. Isn't that crazy? I just pulled that shit like straight off the deck from the top. I was like, let me just pull this. What is it? And it's fire. What's the common theme in these readings? Fire. Even the sun. See, that's the higher elevated aspect of fire. But fire is beautiful. I mean, no matter what. As long as it's not raging too bad. Fire. Fire. No fire. No. And then I get fire. And I've been working a lot with that fire energy. You know what that fire energy? That passion energy. But it can mean so many things. But fire can be beautiful. It can be peaceful. It can be meditative. It can have a beautiful sound. And then it can be trouble. It can be something you don't want to mess with. You don't want to be around, depending on the magnitude of that fire. So being able to control that. But look at that. I don't know, that gold looks like gold too. I'm with it. Let's get this. Anyways, that's pretty much all that. I just find it interesting. Y'all know I just have fun. I have fun with this. Upload it, not too seriously, but just have fun. Like, if you never had like a tarot deck or whatever, or any kind of oracle decks, I would just kind of advise that you try it out. Sometimes I just let the cards speak to me. And then what I'm going to do is just I'll slowly start to look, okay, what the heck do wands mean? And then I'll look up what wands means. I'll just do my studying a little bit. But I feel like you should be able to intuit and interpret the cards before even knowing what people tell you they mean. Because that's all the point of being intuitive. That's the point of being in tune. The point of being intuitive and in tune is to say, okay, well, I want to know what this means for me. Like, I want to interpret this meaning for me. I'm trying to show off my ring. I know y'all caught that. Black butterfly, ooh, sail across the waters. Tell your sons and daughters what the struggle brings. Black butterfly. And that was a beautiful song about the black butterfly, right? As she goes through her struggles and she's refined. But anyways, back to this. But the thing with these beautiful aspects is you let the tarot interpret for you. You allow the spirits to allow it to come through and interpret for you. And then you slowly understand what they mean. And then it becomes a stronger interpretation. And that's what I'm going through now. But I love the interpretation anyway. It started out with just me doing it myself, And I was like, let me just share what I do get from my spirit, because someone could feel something. Maybe I can help somebody with something, some type of information, some insight, right? And it keeps me going too. So I'm just gonna post these from time to time, maybe just weekly right now, because I got a lot going on with school, massage therapy. I'm in the Neuromuscular therapy program, and let's see, Reiki. I just got an in-person attunement with my Reiki Masters, and that was a beautiful experience. I got some beautiful insights and revelations on that. And I have my babies. I have 2 daughters that I'm taking care of, and they have a lot going on. Especially my oldest. She's 16. My oldest. She has a lot going on, so I got to keep up with her, keep up with school. I mean, life is just kind of a constant roller coaster. It's on a path, but it's on a beautiful, I'm coasting. Life is beautiful. Like, I'm coasting right now. But I know how it can be done. Like, I was feeling so much anxiety earlier today. For real. I was feeling so much anxiety. But I had to calm it down, but I had to get certain things done. And that's just kind of what brought me to do this. And I was able to calm my mind down a little bit and just kind of focus on what the message is that wanted to come through. But there's so much going on. I have so much to share, and with so much. But please just stay tuned. Hit the subscribe button. My favorite message that I like to say is, don't look for yourself out in the world. Look for the world within you, and you bring that to life. Gullah, Gyal, and I'm out.